March level. NASDAQ is setting new records. It's already broken the record despite the situation of having the China virus. We have new jobs are rising and unemployment is falling faster than nearly anyone thought. And over the past 3 months, we've created over 9 million jobs. And that's a record, a 3-month record. If you add it up, it's a 3-month record by far. And we've beaten expectations by 12 million. We're 12 million above expectations, which is pretty remarkable. Today we had great reports on new job openings, and there's clearly a housing boom, which has been incredible numbers in both housing and an automobile boom. We've rarely seen anything like it, and it's going on right now in America. Inventories are at rock bottom. Used car sales are at record levels, and we will have rebuilt. We're doing a rebuilding like nobody's ever seen. It's a big plus for manufacturing and construction. So construction's getting close to record territory. Manufacturing's doing very well. The car companies are doing great. Very happy for Michigan, the state of Michigan. We have a lot of car companies moving in. A lot of plants are being built and expanded in Michigan and Ohio. There is no reason why the economy can't grow at a 20% pace in the third quarter. That would be a record. And interestingly, it'll be a number that's going to be announced before November 3rd. It gets announced probably around November 1st, which is very interesting. But it's going to grow at a very substantial pace based on all of the numbers we're looking at, and probably a lot more substantial than we originally thought. We're creating new incentives for work and jobs, and we're also providing much-needed assistance to those who are still suffering from the effects of the pandemic contraction. And the contraction is now, while we have the pandemic, we have a lot of great things happening in terms of the vaccines and therapeutics, as you know. And I think we'll be making tremendous progress over the next period of a few months, and certainly before the end of the year. I think we'll have a vaccine before the end of the year, very substantially, and we may have a therapeutic resolvement very quickly, very, very quickly. And frankly, that's the one I'd rather have faster, because you'd go in, you'd give a transfusion or a shot to people that are very ill, and they'd be able to come out of the hospital the next day or a few days later. If the states participate in our core-sharing unemployment plan, we are going to be doing something very, very interesting with all of the things that we announced on Saturday. I don't have to repeat what they are. You know very well. And we've had some tremendous success already. If you look at what's happening with the stock market, and people are very thrilled at what we're doing. We'd like to get the Democrats to focus on other than what they're focusing on, which is a bailout of poorly running states. We have many great running states, states that are setting records, and let's see what happens with respect to that. But we're looking at also considering a capital gains tax cut, which would create a lot more jobs. So we're looking very seriously at a capital gains tax cut, and also at an income tax cut for middle income families. We're looking at expanding the tax cuts that we've already done, but specifically for middle income families. And you'll be hearing about that in the upcoming few weeks, and I think it'll be very exciting. So a capital gains tax is going to be a lot of people put to work, and it would be a cut in the capital gains tax, and also a cut in the middle income tax. So I now want to just discuss a little quick brief, and then we'll take a few more questions. But we took some, who would have known we were going to take questions before we started, right? Is that right, Jennifer? But that's the way it happens sometimes. We want to discuss, if we might, the China virus, and the world continues its fight against this horrible plague. Countries in every continent are seeing increases in cases. We have a rapid increase only in cases, where it's very interesting because we're so far ahead of testing, we have more cases. If we had much smaller testing, would have fewer, but we feel that having testing is a very important thing. It's a great a great record to have in many ways. We've tested, I guess, close to 65 million people right now, and nobody's even close to that number. No other country is close.